Tom right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody's there.
There he is.
Hey,
Hey, Tom.
sorry I'm late.
Hey, that's all right.
Yeah.
Better late than never.
You look more like Emily every day.
Yeah.
What was that do?
Switch the picture because I was in a meeting.
Oh,
And, I,
he's back here telling me why I look. Oh,
because.
Start video.
There we go. Hey, Emily.
Hi there. You look comfy, Emily. Emily,
And thought that they kept asking me why I was standing in line at the mustache. Because there's a logo if you want to change it.
no, too late. So what's up, guys?
You
Okay. How's the weather in Colorado, Mike?
well, it's been hot for us. Really, we tied a record for yesterday in history of 97.
Wow.
The difference is that, like Barry or Bill said, that 97's hot anywhere, but we don't get the humidity all you guys get
Yeah.
wherever, everywhere you are. But it still gets hot and uncomfortable, and we don't have air conditioning here at the house, so you just live with it.
Yeah. And how's Louisiana? I think it's Florida's flooding, I know.
Yeah,
Florida,
southern
yeah.
Florida, Miami, and I guess there was some flooding in Sarasota.
Yeah. So Billy, how you doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Just been car shopping and taking care of kids and still dealing with Bonnie's dad's estate stuff, but haven't been outside very much. It's been hot.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know what the temperature is today here, but I just got back inside. I went to my storage my daughter Emily's helping me get rid of old video gear, and so we were over there. Like, I found this old picture. I know we've showed it before.
in Metairie, it's 92 degrees right now.
Yeah,
That's a good
Yeah.
picture.
on the 50th there.
Yep.
I haven't seen Snake in a while. Is he doing okay?
I don't know. I haven't seen him either. We don't see each other here anymore. We used to play in a banjo band together from time to time, but neither one of us is doing that anymore. And so I don't know how he's doing.
Yeah. So is it? I see. Well, you and Snake are over here on the left-hand side of the
Yeah,
picture.
it's me in the hat
Yeah.
and Snake just to my left.
Yeah. That must have been a trip when everybody. I know I enjoyed seeing the people I knew when I got there, but I know the band members mixed it up more than we did. So I know it was fun seeing your old buddies.
I knew a lot of those people, but some I had heard about and never met until that weekend. So it was a really fun weekend.
Mm-hmm.
People couldn't resist the idea that you got to play at Carnegie Hall.
Yeah.
Hey,
Even though
Compared to the low dives that we played in normally, that was pretty much a step up. So people didn't want to miss that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know I did.
that was the first time I
Not
saw
the waiters on the stage. I still tell people I sang in Carnegie Hall because I was in Carnegie Hall and I sang. So,
And you were singing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did our
You and McBride and what,
Waiters.
4 or 5 or 6 other waiters.
yeah.
That was really good.
Yeah.
well, that was the first time I saw you, Billy, in years, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yep. Me, you, and Tom and Kent just picked up from where we left off.
I was gonna say it was just like I saw the day before.
Yeah.
That was great. Kent was in a good mood and he was staying with Snake, and yeah, that was a great time. Hey,
Yeah,
Dave.
I think Kent and Snake and I were in a room together.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Bear.
Here he is.
Hi, Chris.
Hey,
Hi,
y'all.
Dave.
Good
Hey,
to
Dave.
see you.
Hey, Chris, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. I was
Nice and
over-
warm.
I was over at the University District of Columbia today working on some cooking stuff. And
Oh, really?
I was trying to figure out, they do a lot of it without people like us. I was trying to figure out if there was any, like Zoom stuff that used two cameras, so you could put one camera looking down and one camera on the person, and just, that's what you'd have.
You can, there's actually switchers that work with Zoom. You know, but I don't know if we want to go through all that for this or not, you know.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I was just thinking if you had two shots,
Yeah.
then you could just do the whole thing. These were people working for the SNAP program, trying to teach poor people how to eat good food.
Mhm.
Well, I think it's important to have that overhead shot so you see what's happening inside the bowl or the
Oh,
pot
yeah.
or whatever it is.
Right.
And also to look down on the cutting board when you're doing all that, you know, chopping and chiffonading and all of that jazz. I think it's an essential shot. We actually do it with 3 cameras because I have an overhead, I have the camera that's facing the kitchen, and then I have a freehand camera that just gets as close as it can without getting in the other shots.
Yeah.
Because it's all about seeing it up close and personal.
Yeah,
That's
people
what
want to see what's happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the few times I've seen your show, Chris, it's covered pretty well and pretty thoroughly.
Yeah.
Good quality coverage on it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
watched it. It was great.
We got great
Yeah.
camera people. They do a great job.
Yeah, here's an old clip that we've played before, but it was when the band was together in the bar before we started the 50s.
Good old Charlie Borneman.
Hey,
What a great
Yeah.
player he was.
He still is. As far as I know, he's doing well in Florida. I don't know if he's playing anymore.
Uh-huh.
I had some email conversations with him 6, 8, 9 months ago. What a great guy. Nice guy too.
Really nice man. And I met him down in the club in New Jersey, in Summers Point. And it turns out that that's where he grew up. It was in Summers Point. That's what he said. And he still had family there at that point. And then he went to play for the Dukes of Dixieland. He came to the New York club, played there for a long while. And then he went off to play with the Dukes of Dixieland. Legitimate musicians, you know.
I met him in Denver. There's a bar in Glendale in Denver that used to do music on Sunday nights, and a lot of us played there. And the owners like Charlie and Ernie Carson, if you ever know who he was, a cornet player, and some other guys, they'd bring them in with a local rhythm section. And that's where I met Charlie probably sometime in the 70s. And then he was with the Connecticut band for the Connecticut Festival with Ed Metz Sr. and a bunch of other people. Scotty Philbrick, I think, and Albie Bernard.
Well, Scotty is some hell of a player, isn't he?
Yeah, so is Albie. You
Yeah.
seen pictures? Do you know Albie?
I don't know him.
Oh, yeah, hell of a tuba player, but he looks like Man Mountain crawled out of a cave after being in there for 7 or 8 years with a beard like Gentry.
Hey, Gim.
Good
Hey,
afternoon.
again.
Good afternoon. Al Bernard's one of my favorite tuba players. He's really good.
Yes, he is. I always enjoyed having Albie and Scott and some of you guys helping us out with the washboard concerts in Connecticut. Charlie.
Yeah. Charlie Borneman.
Yep. What a great guy.
Al Bernard's an interesting guy because his hobby is fixing railroad train locomotives,
Huh.
and he kind of hires himself out at his odd hours to the places that have souvenir trains kind of thing. The old steam engines.
Well,
Wow.
he looks like a conductor off an old steam engine.
Oh yeah, he's real character. He's a real down manner.
Yeah. Another guy from there is that I liked a lot is Mike Haysham on banjo.
Mike is a good player. Good player. He's another character. I guess it kind of goes up when you grow up in the country. You become a character. I guess.
I was looking through and I saw this picture because
Speaking of character-
Neil's been writing
Speaking of-
about
speaking of
joining,
char- Speaking of characters, yeah.
and
Barry.
I love seeing Maynard.
Oh, yeah.
Maynard's such a great guy.
Never met him. Must have been.
Maynard was a good guy, but the tuba player, that's the tuba that burnt up in the fire.
Yeah,
Omar.
Charlie
That
Hernandez.
tuba, that's property of Loyola University.
Oh, geez. Oh, Lord.
And that's Charlie Hernandez was the tuba player.
Who's the banjo?
Bruce O'Neill was
Oh, that's
playing
Bruce.
So Neil,
Oh my goodness, that's Bruce. Wow.
Hmm.
he might join us because I've been sending him the things and he's been writing to me.
Uh-huh.
But Maynard, when Maynard played, he taught during the day at Xavier, didn't he? He was a music
Dillard.
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 Yeah.
And then he worked at night. And then how many kids did he have?
6.
Yeah, he was a busy guy.
I dare say. Whew.
And he played the mustache trombone like nobody else, in that it was a soulful version of mustache trombone, if you could imagine that.
How interesting. Yeah, cool.
A lot of guys can't imagine it, but he pulled it off.
Yeah, what songs did he sing?
His green grass at home, dear heart,
Yeah,
somewhere over the rainbow. He did a bunch of them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like Twice as Said, Gim, we would feature him singing.
Good.
People loved it. Yeah, he sang kind of in between Nat King Cole and Ray Charles.
Oh my goodness. Woo. What a lovely set to be.
Very talented man.
Yeah. Very nice guy too.
Oh yeah, super nice.
Okay. And then I found this picture of yeah, shucks, hold on.
Saw that picture of Maynard when you guys were playing at Preservation Hall, Barry. That was a nice
Yeah,
one.
you saw that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah.
I just thought this was cool, just the way the people are dressed and
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what club that was.
New
I don't
York.
know. Probably New York,
Okay.
because
Cape Cod.
there's George French, Ronnie Bill. I think is that Beisel? No, looked like him. And then Grove Thomas playing washboard.
That could be Ron Bizel.
I very, very seldom did the two Rons ever play together.
I know.
I mean, they're both so good that you're wasting your resources putting them on the same stage. Who else?
See,
could
I don't
that be?
remember Ronnie Bill ever being in the New York club.
Occasionally, but not regularly ever.
Yeah, not while I was there for sure. But Grove I love it when he played. Only
Yeah,
not as entertaining to the audience as Joe Terra, but
Nobody is.
A lot of good washboard players out there, but none as entertaining as that worked at the Mustache anyway, that I know of.
Grove was entertaining, but he'd do it a different way. He would do it with all his smiling and grinning and laughing and clapping. He was, of course, we were sitting down then, so you couldn't move around.
Yeah.
So
Didn't he play the washboard with knives or something?
he played him
yeah,
with.
did.
He threw them in the air and then came down and caught him and mixed and got back in rhythm. It was kind of
Yeah.
fun to watch.
I think that's on the postcard that we used to give out. There was a.
If you look at if you look at the
player with a knife in the air.
if you look at the postcard, the knife is in the air and it's framed perfectly on one of the timbers. Yeah.
Yeah. The when did the band have to start standing up?
I don't remember, but it was
1970, I think it was.
It was sooner than that because I left in 70 and we'd been standing for a couple of years for at least.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
When I started in Denver as a waiter in March of 1970, the band was standing up. So that's Denver. I don't know about any other clubs.
Well, whatever we did whenever Joel decided to do something, we more or less all did it.
Yeah. Grove went to school at NYU. He was doing a graduate degree in media
And communications, right?
yeah, in communications, and he made a documentary, and I wrote the music score for it.
Did you really? How about
Yeah.
that? I never knew that.
Yeah.
He and I were roommates my first year in New York, and I never knew that. Interesting.
I wish I had a copy of it.
Was it written for banjo?
No, guitar.
No.
All right, I'll see what else we have. So Gim, I sent the pictures, every picture I had of for the memorial to Emily. So I hope
I haven't heard from her, so I've got no news for everybody on the memorial other than that, and the fact that Johnny Byer can't make it. He was going to, but he can't because he got some conflicts that he can't break. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's a good picture.
Anybody coming from New Orleans that we should know about?
I'm not gonna make it, Jim.
No, I'm not.
No,
I wouldn't think so. I mean, it's going to be basically a memorial. If we get to play maybe 2 or 3 tunes, and that's it. But, so it's not a musical occasion. It's a funeral service, really.
Yeah.
You'll be there, right, Chris?
Yeah. I'll be there.
Well, you and I and 3 trombones, and we got to scratch up a tuba player. We'll play 3 tunes.
Yeah, I'll see Danny tomorrow, probably. I could ask him if he's planning to go.
Cool.
I wish I could go, but I just can't do it.
Of course. Understand.
Well, story, I would if I could, but I can't. I'd like to be
Marty
there.
Marty Fay was trying to encourage me to go to that the hotel in New Haven, but I saw that there was a motel very near where the service is going to be, and I thought that might be more convenient. So I'm
Sure.
booked in. I booked in there, so I don't have to, go from town to this,
Well, yeah, if you can find somebody that's next door, yeah.
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 How long are you gonna stay? You just staying for the night or?
Well, I'll be there the night before and, I'll be there Saturday night and then I'll also stay Sunday night. So I don't have to, whatever we're doing, we might go out to dinner or who knows what we'll do. And then I can just stay over that night and head back the next day.
Sounds
My
good.
brother lives in Poughkeepsie, or New Paltz, and I'm gonna just get from New Haven to New Paltz and stay over with him, and I cut the trip in half.
New Paltz, he lives in New Paltz. Well, I wouldn't call it living. I'd sort of make it, not
He
my
might
favorite,
argue.
my favorite town.
Tom, I was wondering if you sent the picture in where Joel got hit in the face with a pie.
Oh, my goodness.
No, I didn't do that. Is that Joel?
Yeah. That's what Roger said. That was Joel that got hit with the pie.
Who would have
Somebody.
enough nerve to hit Joel with a pie then?
Yeah, I don't know.
Funny.
Get you a beer for $3. Jesus.
Yeah.
You can't even get a glass of beer for 33
Yeah,
bucks.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Unless you drink at home.
Well,
Yeah.
six packs are,
Yeah.
kind of expensive too now.
Yep.
Might as well buy a case then.
What, $10 for 6 of them?
Something that, yeah, something like that.
This
Ridiculous.
is a picture I saw. I just thought it was interesting. It's New
Oh.
Orleans.
That's nice, yeah.
I think that's Roger.
Yeah, that's probably Roger.
Yeah, it's probably Roger. Yeah, I don't know if we saw that one before. I know that's Canal Street, but
Mhm. It's on Canal, yeah.
yeah. I think it's Canal Street.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it is. That's, yeah.
It's Canal.
Yeah. I see
Trying
the
to read.
Bone Ford and Hotel Montleon.
I'm so glad I got to go down there this year. That was really fun. Thank you, Barry, and
Yeah. Sorry,
everybody.
sorry for the 20 inches of rain, but we're okay.
Oh yeah, right. That part was a little scary, but other than that,
Well, it's not as bad as what Florida's getting this past week.
Oh,
No,
that's murder, isn't it? 20 inches of rain, my God. How do you
yeah,
do, how do you
Miami
do
and
that?
Sarasota's gotten hit pretty bad. Hey, there's LeBeau.
Gene LeBeau.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
I'm doing great, thanks. Yeah.
Say LeBeau.
Hey, got a gig tonight.
Cool.
Yeah, it's funny. It's a swing gig. The funny thing about it is it's a real nice little restaurant, kind of a shotgun place, and the band's down at one end. But we have to be set up by 7 o'clock, even though the gig doesn't start till 7:30, because they turn the lights off and there's no stage and there's no stage lights.
Hmm.
So the only lights in the place are the little lamps on the tables. So you can't see us, but you can hear us, and we can't see each other.
Oh, Jesus.
The nice thing is,
Bands I played in, that's a blessing.
the nice thing is it's an acoustic gig, so it doesn't get super loud. The unknown band.
Sounds interesting. Hey,
Yeah.
Gene, did Ed Danielson get hold of you?
I'm sorry,
Did Ed Danielson get hold of you about Evergreen?
I guess he did. Yeah, he said something about a foot warmer band or something.
Yeah, something, I think it's just one set, but he wanted to get hold of you about it.
Yeah, sounds great. Yeah, I did. I said yes. Thank you so
Oh, good.
much.
Okay, cool.
Well, Gene, if the audience can't even see you, you could do Sheik of Araby and really not have your pants on.
Or do Temptation.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You do Temptation in the dark, they wouldn't see it. What the heck?
No, but just think what would happen if the lights came on all of a sudden,
Encore.
evil
It-
minds in Colorado.
Yeah,
Or
the
at least
unknown
one
band.
evil mind in Colorado.
It's a nice gig. It pays well, you know, and the band's good and everything. We just play in the dark. The only guy with a light on him is the guitar player who doesn't know the chords, and he's got his little iPad.
That drives me crazy when they do that. It really does. I played a gig 2 weeks ago out at Wesleyan College for Alumni Day, and I'm not the band leader, so I show up and I look at the saxophone player and the trumpet player pull out their iPads, and the guy calls Indiana, and I said, anybody that doesn't know Indiana doesn't belong in this band. What are we doing?
This is the same band as that other Look. So, but I still can't tell who that other banjo player is.
This
Barry
said
Rank.
Cape Cod band.
Barry Rank, maybe.
Maybe Barry, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it? Yeah, Barry. Yeah, that does look like Barry. What club is that?
New York, we think.
It said it on the headline said Cape Cod band.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah, that looks more like Cape Cod.
Yeah, the band. That's a big band. That's like 7 pieces or so. No, 6, but that's a lot of people.
I was trying to
band.
find a picture with Gene in it, but it's hard to tell.
Who's on trombone?
Craig Grant, I think.
Oh.
He always did Cape Cod because his wife's family owned a house down in Orleans.
Yeah, that looks like Craig.
I wish I could have played Cape Cod. It's a little bit nicer than Point Pleasant.
Maybe that's Cape Cod 65.
Hey, Raj.
Hi, Roger.
Hi, Roger.
I
Hi,
was there. I
guys.
was there in '64. It was a ball. Boy, it was great.
Because George Berg was just starting to play the banjo then.
Who's on Watford?
Grove Thomas.
Grove Thomas.
You know, the thing I used to love about playing Jersey was when we played the clam bakes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Usually I played tuba and DeFeo was on trombone, and we'd play the clam bake, you know, until it was time for the food to come out. Of course, we'd all be drinking. We just stopped playing and eat and eat and eat. And then, of course, they had to go and play 5 hours at the club. But the food was fabulous.
So, Roger, did you send any pictures? I see 3 emails from you, but
I did.
I
send
see
you-
them. I found them.
Oh, thank goodness. They're lost in cyberspace again. I'm going to sit down 1 week and just organize all my pictures. Because a half hour before we come in, oh, I'm going to put this on. I saw it somewhere in the middle of the week. Then I can't find it, of course. Too many activities over the years. It's cloudy where I am today. Very cloudy.
Where is it?
Are you really hot, close to Phoenix? Because I heard they were having record.
Yeah, I'm about 30 minutes outside of Phoenix, a
Yeah.
town called Gilbert.
All right, here's one of your pictures, Roger.
Okay.
Oh my.
That's a good one.
Yeah. That was a few last minutes together at the reunion.
Up in New Haven there.
Yeah.
That's a
Where the-
great photo. Great photo.
Where the hell was I? Did I take the picture?
I think you might have just left. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know who took the picture.
Who's got the back with the hat on?
That's
Dan Rubio.
Who?
Who's that?
Danny Rubio and the
No, yeah, but who's the guy in the hat next to Danny?
That's,
Marty-
Marty Fay.
Hey,
Oh, okay. All right.
definitely the usual suspects.
for sure.
Hard to believe how much trouble we all used to get in without getting caught.
Yeah, or with surviving it too, Gene.
Yeah, or surviving. Well, then there's a lot of stories behind those smiles.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, back then there was no iPhones either, so
Thank God.
yeah.
I only got arrested once. It was in Point Pleasant for but I got arrested for parking overtime in a parking zone.
Oh, gee.
Arrested?
They literally put me in a cell.
Was it,
Hey,
Well, you're-
Chihuahua.
were you to sell by yourself?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's probably safe.
Good Lord. If they started arresting people around here for that, they wouldn't have jails big enough. They have to lock them up in the Superdome.
The
Yeah.
funny thing is, I wasn't guilty, but it was only $5, so I just paid it.
Ooh.
Oh, well.
Oh, look at that.
My Lord.
That's Jill's graduation picture, 54.
Wow.
Pre-mustache.
Yeah.
They spelled Emily's name wrong though. They put an I in there.
Yeah, Joe lived to be 87. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
87 doesn't seem so old to me anymore.
Yeah, no shit. You didn't have to, you didn't have to
That's
bring that
funny.
up.
That's true enough.
Hey, at this age, you wake up and your first thought is, I'm still here.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
kidding.
Still here.
Woke up, didn't see dirt, didn't feel heat. So
Yeah.
That's amazing. I've
Yeah.
never seen that. I've never seen that picture before.
I found it on,
That's his high school graduation. Huh?
yeah, that should be his college graduation, I believe.
No, he was class of 58 at Yale, so he must be, that's 54.
Yeah, I don't-
that's
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was 87 when he died, so that's got to be his high school.
Did it scroll down? Does it tell you what school it's from or anything?
no.
Oh, it says posted in the 50s, so I don't know.
Yeah, just
Wow, that's interesting.
Well, I'm 81 and I graduated in 1961. He was 87 when he died, and so that should be pretty close to making him 54 for high school.
He was 58 at Yale, so 54 in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Mike, you graduated out of high school in 61.
Yeah,
Did you graduate early, like when you were 15 or
no,
something?
in fact, I had to take a correspondence course in biology to let him, so they'd let me graduate with my class. I didn't give a shit,
You didn't get, oh, come on now.
but I'm just old. Not the oldest one here today, though.
I liked high school. I had a great time.
Roger, I think you had a great time at everything.
I was That's in the back of Fritzl's.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There they are.
Hall of Famers there. Yes, sir.
Yes. Danny's still playing around town, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I just saw a thing on, where he's playing at Maison Bourbon a lot, 3 or 4 nights a week.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he plays Thursday nights because we always try to eat early. We always eat about 11:30, and he's always looking like he needs hair of the dog when he shows up to eat.
It's time for me to get back down to New Orleans.
He's a great piano player too, you know.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, yeah. He played in the piano band with Steve in this band here, I believe.
Fritzl's. That's a place for sure.
Danny's might be one of the few people I know still playing in the quarter.
Well, there's Fritzl's, there's Steamboat Willie's, and then there's
Maison Bourbon.
the Maison Bourbon. That's it.
I mean, that's the only player that I might know that's still playing there. I always loved it when still had a lot of people I knew in New Orleans. You'd walk in, jump up at the bar, next thing you know, your drink would be sitting in front of you.
You know, I don't know if Roger, I don't know if you remember this, but when I came down and started working at the Mustache when you brought me down, just about every night you'd leave for about 20 minutes, then you'd come back in the front door and walk up to me and say, "It's not loud enough. You got to play louder." And this went on for about 2 weeks, you know, and, you know, New Orleans, I'm playing loud. Of course, you know, Bourbon Street is loud. So
Really?
finally one night I see you leave and you come back and you don't come up to me. I got attitude. So I went up to you and I said, "Am I loud enough?" And you said, "Yeah." I said, "What's loud enough?" You said, "I can hear you 2 blocks away and I want people to come in." So, now, the funny part of that story is in 1978, I went with my brother to France. And we were playing in Grenoble at this little club, and it was a beautiful club. And of course, they had tables outside, and I wanted to bring the people in. So I started playing like that, and they called the police. They had soundproof glass because the restaurant down the street had complained.
Oh, God.
And so the police said that I could only play there if I used mutes.
Oh, my gosh.
And I have a recording of my brother and I playing at that club, and honest to God, I'm playing with mutes because
Really?
Your brother's a sax player, isn't he?
Oh, God.
he plays harmonica. He's been living in France for about 50 years. He plays
Oh.
harmonica guitar.
Okay, for some reason I thought he was a sax player.
Yeah, he's a character, man.
Yeah.
He's a character.
That's a
But,
good
yeah,
story.
Family.
Did you guys know a piano player by the name of Dave Paquette?
I did, Roger.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was over in Hawaii a long
Yeah.
time ago. And I it's funny because I was running the club up in Vancouver, British Columbia. And I thought, well, I'm gonna take Christmas off. I'm on the West Coast. So I had a girlfriend up there. She said, "Tell me where to go." And I flew into the Big Island. This chick picks me up. She's about 50 years old in a convertible. She's just hot, real cute looking hot thing. So I spent a couple days with her. She says, "You need to go to the smaller island." And I said, "Okay." So I walk in this piano bar. It's called the Pioneer Inn Hotel.
yeah.
Little Hawaiian style. I walk in there and I heard this piano player. I said, "God, the way he's playing, it sounds a little familiar." I walk over and Dave was there playing the piano. I just cracked up. I said, "What are you doing here?" He was a great piano player, and he had this beautiful girlfriend that was she was hanging out with. Oh, that's nice. I like that picture.
You know, when I left New Orleans, and then I ended up in San Francisco, I met Dave Paquette out there, and we became roommates.
Cool.
Yeah, hell of a piano player.
Oh, really good. I mean,
Yeah, that was back in 1972.
it was just caught me off guard. Yeah. Sometimes I've been around so many really good musicians. I can sometimes hear where a guy plays his accent. I go, "Oh, I think I know who that is." And I walk in, and sure enough.
He hit me to a comedian named Lord Buckley. I don't know if you guys know who that is.
Who's that?
Lord Buckley, a comedian.
No, I'm not familiar with that.
No,
Okay,
no.
well, if you don't know, you might want to check that out. That was Dave's big thrill, was listening to Lord Buckley.
Well, cool. Yeah. Is Dave still around? Do you know?
Don't know.
Red.
Yeah, he was in Hawaii for a long time, playing there in Maui.
Yeah, exactly. That was a fun trip.
Was this New York or?
I think that was at the 50th, wasn't it? Yeah.
It
there's-
looks like
we had
Holiday Inn
we had those
bar.
name tags like that. Yeah.
It's a Holiday Inn bar at the 50th.
That's the
Looks
50th.
like you're running for senator.
Oh, Fred.
Good old Freddie, buddy.
So Roger, you and Fred were going to Southeastern Missouri State, and that's how you met her.
No, Fred and I went to high school together
Oh,
up in Independence, Missouri, Harry Truman's hometown. And anyway, yeah, so we went to high school. We we didn't become good friends till our senior year, and we were both in choir, and so we just, I think our school choir that year was Oklahoma was a musical. And we did all the Christmas stuff, and all the fun things, and then how he ended up in New Orleans, his mom and dad died early, and his brother worked down in New Orleans. He was a Baptist minister. So Fred went down there to stay with his brother. He said, "Oh, come on down and visit me." So I went down to visit him. He said, "Man, we got to go down to the French Quarter." So what's going on? He said, "They got this club down and they play all this music and all the songs we know." I said, "Well, okay." So we went down there and we walked in. Of course, it's Your Father's Mustache. And we sat down and just started playing, singing. We knew all the songs. We got real drunk. Next night, well, let's go back again. So we went back down to the quarter. And out front, this guy, it was Joel, was standing there. He said, "Oh, look, my two best customers are back." So he knows who we are. So we go in and spend the night, and then he comes back out and grabs, says, "Listen, I'm looking for waiters here. You guys want to do a job?" So Fred took the job, and Fred went to school in New Orleans, and I went back up to Southeast Missouri State and finished the year out. And that following summer in '65, we both went to Cape Cod together.
Interesting.
You say Ira.
Hey guys,
Ira,
how is
Hey,
everybody?
I thought you'd be in a canoe.
Really? It's unbelievable down here.
It's a lot of rain.
Everything's flooded.
where exactly are you?
Were you in the flood down there?
No, I'm okay, but I'm telling you, a little south of us, bad, or north of us,
Are you
actually in
Boca
Hobby
Raton?
Sound.
Are you still in Boca Raton?
I'm up north of Boca. I'm in
Oh.
Boynton.
Well, yeah, I was looking at the weather down there because my son was headed down there to go down to Miami to visit a girl down there, and he couldn't get out of Seattle even because of everything was. So he flew into Orlando, and he took that train. Have you been on that train?
No,
That fast speed train in
what's
Florida?
that called? The Bright Star, something like that?
Yeah, it's supposed to be
Yeah.
really cool.
I've never been on it.
But so he jumped a train there and went on down further to meet her. So he spent a whole day hanging around airports.
Oh, wow. Yeah, a lot of flights were canceled yesterday.
Oh, a lot. He got canceled out of Seattle.
Wow.
But they don't. The thing is, they just say it's delayed, and so okay, you think it's going to leave, and so he bought this pass to go into the VIP lounge and to hang
Right.
out, and so they kept being delayed. About the third time, he said, "Oh, it's been canceled now."
Yeah,
That's bullshit.
yeah. Yeah, it's amazing.
He just stayed at the airport. He wasn't going to go back to his house and start over, but he finally got out of early AM this morning.
Yeah, north of us in a place called Hobby Sound, they had a tornado that destroyed a part of the town.
Wow.
They showed
Really
pictures
bad.
of St. Armand's Circle down there is flooded.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Oh, look at this picture.
That's all original Denver guys.
It's the Denver crew after we headlined the Kingston Trio.
Yep,
Didn't Bob Vanaszak play in Denver? Where's he?
yeah, but he wasn't alive to be in this picture. Well, it's true. What are you laughing about? And these are living guys from Denver.
When was this picture
Yeah, well,
taken?
speaking of that,
That was
well, Billy-
Oklahoma City Kingston Trio.
well,
When?
Billy had
What
that
year?
first picture on. I sent an email.
7 or 8 years ago. I don't know. When was
And
the
when
Kingston
did
Trio?
Vanaszak
2016?
That sure looks like Carnegie Hall to me.
No,
No. That's
That-
Oklahoma City.
Vanaszak died after Carnegie, right?
no, he wasn't at Carnegie.
No.
No,
No, this was Oklahoma City.
That's Oklahoma City. It is.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it is. It's all the guys that were there from the Denver club,
Okay.
or originally, or from the Denver club at one point in history.
What were their names? I mean, I know some of them. I know some.
Century.
Who don't you
Nice
know?
picture.
Um,
Petrocelli is next on my left. I think that's a Snake standing behind him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Then you got H standing next to Joel.
yeah, and I'm in the hat behind
You're
Ted
behind.
Turner, and that's John Mumford to the far left.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ted Turner.
Ted Turner in front. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Well, I sent Snake an email at the beginning of all this to see how he was doing, but I didn't get an answer back, so
Oh,
not good.
I'll try to contact him in the next few days, and I need to contact Kent McBride as well.
Hmm.
Hey, all you guys from the New Orleans area, did you ever know a tenor sax player named Jerry Jumonville?
I did.
Yeah. Yeah, he's somebody I worked with in LA, knew him quite well. Yeah, Jerry. He was total New Orleans. Just curious. Good player. Good player.
this is a.
Oh, wow. Captain Tony's.
Yeah, that's a Captain Thomas, isn't it? Yeah. That's a cool picture.
I remember when that picture was taken. I was there. That picture. And Joe would want to play pool, and Joe was so good at playing pool, he'd let you get all your balls to the last one, and he'd
Yeah.
run the table every time.
Remember, Barry, in the village, George Hertz?
George O'Hurt, yeah, right.
Yeah, we used to, me
Remember
and Joe
George.
used to play pool there a lot. He would destroy me. He was good.
Joe was good.
Yeah. Huh.
This is just it's just an old shot from the Mustache in New Orleans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's,
I guess the New Orleans club was different from the other ones because a lot of times I think we had people came into the Mustache that weren't planning to go there that night.
Oh,
just had
yeah,
people back.
They just come in,
yeah, on Bourbon Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the great thing about it. But what really helped the Mustache out were also catered to a lot of the local people that came down to the quarter. It's one of those places they'd bring their friends to, like the Mustache, Pat O'Brien's, places like that.
Those charity nurses would all come down there, big groups.
A lot of the other clubs were destination clubs. You had to drive a certain neighborhood to get to them.
Man, there was so much good music on Bourbon Street when I was working there. Crazy Schurlers was down the street. Al Hertz Club. I mean, you could just stand on the street. I didn't realize at the time, because I was young and stupid, but you go just stand and listen to all that great stuff.
A lot of good music there at one time.
There sure was.
It's a shame that they took a lot of the nice clubs out and put in daiquiri stands.
Yeah.
Well, I remember the first Mardi Gras that I played with the Mustache there, and it must have been 70 or 71, was the first and only time that Boone's Farm came to Mardi Gras. Do you remember that? And what happened was every night they were sweeping up broken glass everywhere. So the next year they outlawed glass bottles, and it had to be in styrofoam. And from then on, it was just, everybody with a huge plastic styrofoam cup full of a gallon of beer or a bottle of wine or something walking around the street. Do you remember that?
Yeah, they had to.
What year was that, Gene? 70, 71?
I think it was 70, 71, I believe. Yeah.
That was my first Mardi Gras down there.
We had certain containers we put the Mustache Cup in because the idea you'd bring the Mustache Cup to the table full of beer. Well, I don't. You don't have to keep it. But obviously, after a beer or two, they keep it and start walking out with. Then we had to put that cup inside of a container. So it wouldn't get broken on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then even the beer stands, we just had beer.
There it is. There it
There's
is.
there's a bourbon. Rizzo's.
Oh, I remember Rizzo's.
That's the
Love
old
Rizzo.
balcony,
Love
the balcony
Rizzo.
where everybody would hang out. Yeah.
That's where we'd go for breakfast after we finished closing the club.
Rizzo's.
As a matter of fact, oh shoot, the British guy,
Les,
banjo player,
Les
yeah,
Davies.
Les
Les-
Dave.
Les Davies. One night when we had finished playing at the Mustache, we went down to Risso's. Now the Rolling Stones were there, and they'd come down from Memphis or something. And Les, in his usual demeanor, went in and started giving Mick Jagger a hard time. British style, right there. Of course, it's one of those little things you remember, because they were looking at like, because he's British and he knew how to hassle them. And if you knew Les, I'm not lying.
You're talking about Les Bennett doing that?
Yeah, Les Davies, Les Bennett singer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he was a character, man. He had a different personality. He was a pretty good banjo player, but man, he came up with some shit sometimes.
Carried a gun in his boot.
The only problem
Yeah.
the only problem I had with his banjo playing was he sweated so profusely. I think his neck was warped. I referred to it as a chromatic washboard, but that was just
that's a good one.
I had an attitude.
That's Logan, Ohio.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Peter.
International Washboard Festival in Logan, Ohio. Peter and I did that for about 10 years, and Gentry drove up there once or twice to hang out with us and play music and get wild and crazy.
Is that in Denver, Mike?
No, it's Logan, Ohio. I just said Logan, Ohio.
Oh, wow.
International Washboard Festival for the Columbus Washboard Company. It's a little,
Not
cool little
necess-
restaurant that doesn't exist any longer. Yeah, it's outdoor patio.
I'm not
area.
used to
It's
seeing
really great.
Peter with his mouth closed, not
Yeah,
talking.
Peter never had his mouth closed.
This might have been, I think somebody's might have been thinking Mike sent in a long time ago. Let me see.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Here's Les Muskin.
It's a nice looking vehicle.
Well, that's a cool
Yeah.
truck.
The oyster truck, wow.
Yeah.
Look how young he was, too.
That Les Musket?
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. Babs is still sells her paintings and stuff around Jackson Square. Saw her just about a year ago up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to cut out in about 3 minutes. Get ready for my unknown gig.
Well, it's good to see you, Gene.
Good to see you
Yeah.
guys. Good to hear you too.
So this is the unknown. Are you going to be playing in the dark?
Young Roger.
That was the opening of the Chicago club.
My goodness.
Gene, did you ever get hold of Charlie?
No, I called a few times. He never responded.
Well, he was in Hawaii for 3 weeks. He's only been back since Saturday. So you
Okay,
might try
well,
him again.
I'll give him another shot. Thanks.
Yeah,
And
do
thanks,
that.
thanks so much for connecting me.
Hey, I try.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. I'll be
Yeah.
there. I'd love to play that.
I
festival.
hope to get up to Evergreen for a few hours this year and see some of you guys, but it's highly unlikely.
Well, we sure have put in a lot of time with that band, Mike.
Yep.
Yeah, you're real solid there. Well, listen, y'all. Gonna
Gene, what
sign-
are you doing?
Tell
Gene, what are
Glenny
you
hi.
doing?
Tell Glenny howdy for me.
I will. Good to see you.
Take it easy, Gene.
All right, take care.
Take care.
Back next week.
Yeah. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Come back.
I'm gonna have to run too, guys. Y'all take care. See you next
Take
week.
care, Rick.
Have a good one.
Okay, yeah,
Take care,
next
Rick.
week is fine. I just checked the calendar. It's great. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut out in a few minutes too, but
All right, it's good to see all of you.
good to see you. I'll let you know if I hear from
Good one.
Snake.
I'll
Yeah,
try to get hold of Snake in the next day or two, Tom.
Okay, that would be good.
And Kent, I need to get hold of Kent.
I talked to Kent a couple weeks ago. He's doing
How's-
good.
I know he was looking for a new place to live. How's he doing?
Now he got a new place to live.
Good for him. I gotta call him.
Yeah.
We keep trying to get together. We're like 30 miles apart. We haven't seen each other in 8 years, 7 or 8 years.
Wow.
But between what he's got going on with family and what I've got going on, it's just difficult to get together with anybody.
Yeah.
But we can still talk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thursday afternoon.
Y'all have a good one.
Have a good week.
Yeah. Y'all have a
Take
great
care,
one now,
bye.
you hear?
Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye. Talk to you next week.
Yeah, I'm getting out of here. See y'all
Have a
later.
good week. Everybody's
Bye-bye.
leaving.
Bye, y'all.
Bye all.
Next Thursday, we're on next Thursday, right?
Next Thursday's fine. Yep.
Great.
Fantastic.